Hi guys, it is me, Ogden the Black Hawk, and today I am gonna speak about anime and manga. This is second episode. I already tried to stream for you anime episode about authors, famous authors, mangaka and anime authors, but fortunately because of copyright I must delete this video. Fortunately, so now I decided to just speak about these authors, and I'm going to show you their photos, so it's gonna be awesome video. Yeah, first before we start this awesome history, yeah, I am gonna speak about 20 the most important anime authors. First, I wish to say huge thanks to you guys and girls for watching our videos, for crossing over 13,000 subscribers. You are really great, guys. Keep doing like this. All the best from IMO Games. And also I wish to say huge thanks to our sponsors, My Pyre, like always. They're making supplements, mouse, game pads and t-shirts. Check them out. Also check out Aventino watches. You can buy their watches with a 50% discount with the discount code, which sounds I fusto pen fusto po down line games 201715. Yeah, so let's get straight into the video. You all know that the beginning of the modern anime is basically after the Second World War. Anime started this guy here, old guy, it's called Osamu Tezuka. Yeah, he's believed to be father of anime and manga. So during 60s he used to work on these highly anticipated mangas basically, and he was hugely inspired by Disney. Yeah, I am gonna show you in these covers which movies inspired him and whole anime industry. And I decided to mention him as the first important author from the history. Yes. So one moment, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, Disney old movies. You all know that the drawing style was basically they took drawing style from the old Disney movies like Snow White, of course, Pinocchio, and many others. I'm gonna show you. Some of them. Okay. Here it is. Disney movies. So what should we say, guys? These are all highly anticipated movies, and especially the first movie with Snow White. You can see here at the top of this cover. Basically, huge inspired these types of drawing faces and humans. Is all about anime. So anime, man. It was before anime, but anime. It was from the 1937 originally movie. And also Pinocchio, as you can see, these giant eyes in Pinocchio is one of the main concepts of drawing eyes in anime. So what is really interesting, what inspired also animes, was this Aladdin action, yeah, basically action fighting scenes, and Lion King also. So you all know these movies, so you should watch them if you haven't. I know that you have. So let's start speaking about Osamu Tezuka, our first manga author, which we are going to show you today. One moment. Here is Osamu Tezuka, and with his original creation Astro Boy, Yeah, when Astro Boy was released during the 60s, it was really huge manga and then anime, and basically it is one of the most influential animes. Basically, influenced all of these superheroic animes. It is believed that it was original shonen, the first shonen anime, but it's not real shonen. You're gonna see later when we are going to mention Akira Toriyama, yeah, more about him. So as you can see, he had this crazy style of drawing, so Disney, yeah, like Pinocchio, like Snow White, with this round Mickey Mouse also, yes, inspired this round faces and giant eyes and spiky hair, yeah, it's all believed that it was influenced by Disney. Osamu Tezuka knew everything about Disney, Walt Disney animation, so it's like he brought Astro Boy to Japan. So Osamu Tezuka was really huge author. He made really great works, which are respected nowadays. Also, one of them is, of course, Astro Boy. I'm gonna show you some more screen. Yeah, they made a new remakes basically. This is not good. Yeah, the TV series is from 1980 to 1981, so no wonder. So Tezuka is like the father of anime, basically, and he was really great. Here is the Astro Boy when he's flying in his flying pose, inspired Goku and every other, yeah, of course. So basically, it's one of the biggest and most influential, definitely, authors, and he brought these characteristical Disney styles to Japanese animation. Yeah, Animaniacs, yeah, also from Disney inspired also this crazy cartoon Tezuka. So Tezuka, as you can see, he designed these first modern characters, anime characters. So Astro Boy is one of his highly anticipated works. And the next one is, did you know that he originally made the Lion King? It was not basically the Lion King, but it inspired Lion King from Disney. Yeah, that is one of the most successful Disney movie. He made Kimba the White Lion. Kimba the White Lion is basically predecessor to Lion King, and what is really interesting, yeah, Disney basically took this idea from Osamu Tezuka, so they highly respected him, as you can see. So they stayed connected with Grandpa. Here is Kimba the White Lion. Really great work from Tezuka. I watched Astro Boy when he was Serbia, but Kimba I never watched. Kimba, you should watch it. It's really nice anime. Yeah, old but gold, let's say. And the third work from Tezuka, which I'm going to mention, which is really interesting, is Buddha. Basically, Buddha got new remake right now. So it is basically the story about life of Gautama Siddhartha Buddha. Yeah. So he made basically the manga, the comic book about him. So Buddha just got a new remake for Netflix. Here it is, Buddha anime style, Tezuka style. Let's look at his view of Buddha. Really nice style, you can see. he's like young boy, young man. Yeah, every character from Tezuka is basically like a young teenager, yeah, or kids, basically, all of them. Yeah, so that was Osamu Tezuka, guys. Yes. He's the father of anime, yeah, basically one of the first iconic authors. So the next one, which I'm going to show you, I already spoke about him. It's basically Go Nagai in the video of Devil May Cry. Why I mention him there? Because he inspired Devil May Cry. He made, here is Go Nagai, Devilman. Devilman is the series which inspired Devil May Cry, and one of the biggest, it was one of the biggest anime from 70s, basically, the original Devilman series. So what should we say about Go Nagai? Like Tezuka, he made these childish faces in his drawings, and these teenager characters, but they are more manly, let's say. The male heroes and the female heroes are more feminine. So yeah, so his anime Devilman inspired all of these Ultraman, Gatchaman, and other series, Sentai, basically Power Rangers predecessors. So with these superheroic transformations and powers, so original series of Devilman was all about superpower. Let's show it to you. Here is the Devilman original cover from the DVD. Really nice animation for 70s, just 71, 72. The age of Bruce Lee. So basically you can see here Akira as a boy and his transformated version, devil mode, which is called Amon, basically. You also the remake by Masaaki Yuasa, yeah, the new series which got awarded basically from 2017, Devil May Cry Baby, which is really great remake, one of the best, you know. So this transformation is so Devil May Cry, as you can see Dante when he's transforming, so similar. So what should we say about Go Nagai? Really interesting author, famous author, and his arts are going to live forever. Yeah, really nice. Okay, so these were the oldest authors. So I'm going to the end of 70s and the beginning of 80s. This anime scene brought female mangakas, which is interesting, and I'm going to mention one of the first of them, female lady, which did really nice manga. One moment. Riyoko Ikeda. Riyoko Ikeda is really important figure in whole manga anime industry. Why? Because she is one, as already mentioned, one of the first female mangakas, and also she made a characteristical style of drawing which inspired every anime later, basically, with these long blonde hairs, basically. And what is the story behind this? She likes to draw a classy, as you can see, classy characters, and she made a classical mangas about French Revolution. Yeah, and she used to draw these princesses and prince, so basically from the time of revolution, Marie Antoinette and all of them, and she made basically Rose of Versailles. It was one of the most influential anime from 80s, basically. But what is interesting, her art style, as you can see, this long white hair, long blonde hair, which was inspired by, I heard, some Scandinavian actor, boy actor, which she was impressed with. He was a model, which inspired basically anime. One moment. Here's from Sweden. Bjorn Andersen. Who is Bjorn Andersen? Bjorn Andersen was one of the prettiest boys, teenagers in fashion industry, fashion and film industry. As you can see, he was a little actor from Sweden. She was really beautiful. He was really beautiful, almost like girl, and he had this crazy long blonde hair. Why is he important? Bjorn Andersen. He is important because he inspired all of these long blonde hair guys in animes, basically. If you didn't know, from of course Riyoko Ikeda, and from Legend of Galactic Heroes, especially Reinhard and Griffith, as you can see here from Berserk, Miura's Berserk, and many others. So basically these villains in long hair. So Ikeda was impressed by him, and she designed this main hero of her series, by basically Bjorn Andersen. So she promoted this style, and all of the others authors took from her and made their own long-haired characters. Basically, they're almost all of them were villains. Let's show you her work, her best work. This guy is awesome. The Rose of Versailles. One moment. Here is Rose of Versailles. I watched this anime, unfortunately, but I plan to watch it. Just look at them. They are all with long blonde hairs, basically royalty, royal type of characters. They are so Scandinavian, yes, and they have these big eyes, as I already mentioned, just like by Tezuka's, and they have these pretty faces, these spiky faces, basically. So it's characteristic style of Riyoko Ikeda. So you should watch Rose of Versailles. It's really nice. Serious. I'm gonna show you original cover from Sirius. Here it is. Really nice series. Original manga cover, speaking about the French Revolution and the basically fight war against royalties and Louis XVI, of course. So similar theme, so you should watch it, give it a chance. Really nice anime. So the next author, the fourth one on my list is going to be him. One moment. We're going into an 80s. Sorry for no sound or music in the background, because I don't want to get copyright, but we can put something movie. Okay. Yoshiki Tanaka. Yeah. He's the next really important figure in manga and anime history. Yoshiki Tanaka is the creator of Legend of Galactic Heroes. Yeah. What is the Legend of Galactic Heroes? Legend of Galactic Heroes is one of the most important, yeah, here you can see him, space opera. Yeah, basically the animes in space, one of the best animes in space, and basically it is speaking about wars in space between two federations, three alliance of planets, and basically the space empire, basically empire, Galactic Federation, basically an empire, Galactic Empire by Reinhardt. They like space Prussians or Germans, and they are attacking and conquering all these planets, three planets. Yeah, basically allied forces are their opponents. It's like Second World War, basically, just in space. So Tanaka is really interesting. Really interesting mangaka. Okay, I'm gonna put some anime music in the background. Sorry. Why is he interesting? Bit just like Ikeda, he also made these crazy characters with long blonde hair. Yeah, and long-haired characters basically, but he made them look even more beautiful and detailed design. Okay, so Tanaka was really great legend. Yeah, we are gonna show you his artwork. Yeah, his work is one of the biggest works from 80s. It is believed that it's the best anime of all time, basically. The Legend of Galactic Heroes. I'm gonna show you. I watched original series. There is also a new remake from these years, which is really nice, so you should watch it. Okay. Where is this? I need to change this. One moment. Here it is. Okay, so this is Legend of Galactic Heroes. Really nice anime, and here you have a comparison between old and new series. Just look at these characters; they look so grown up, and they look amazing, basically. And here you can see Reinhardt in the middle, Reinhardt von Lohengram. He is the emperor and conqueror of all planets and galaxies, basically. He's so German, and he has this pretty face and the long blonde. He looks so much like this boy, Scandinavian boy. It's really nice. Okay. So we can say that Tanaka made a really great characterization. All characters had this deep appearance, basically. You should watch Legend of Galactic Heroes. High recommendation. It's one of my most favorite animes. The best one from 80s, definitely. Yeah. And definitely the one of most influential mangaka and the most popular one, which made this shonen genre. You all know him, of course. It is basically Akira Toriyama, yeah, with Dragon Ball. Here is Akira Toriyama with his best work, Dragon Ball. What can we say about Akira Toriyama? Toriyama is really great legend. You all know Dragon Ball. Rest in peace. Great legend. He died this year and it was pretty sad, and now they're doing his new series. What can you say about this guy? From the end of 80s to beginning of 90s, he made his one of the greatest manga and anime works, Dragon Ball, of course, yeah. And he defined basically anime and manga basically genre, shonen genre, with of course Goku. You can see how is he drawn. He was really awesome guy, Akira Toriyama. He was a great friend with this martial artist like Jackie Chan, basically. So it is believed that Goku is based on Jackie Chan, basically. So no wonder. It's really nice. So as you can see, the style of Akira's characters, they have this spiky hair that became a prototype after him, and they had these childish faces, yeah, big eyes. Of course, he made basically prototype for all of these series later, and he made also the other great works as Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball had many series: Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. I liked all of them. And nowadays he has also Dragon Ball Super, and you all know that. But Dragon Ball Z was the best. It had the biggest impact and the biggest success, basically, in the West also. So here you can see Goku, of course, but other works are need to be mentioned here. He written the other things. Before Dragon Ball, he written Doctor Slump, Arale-chan. Now it got a remake. It was not so bad, but the original series was really great. One moment. We already spoken about him when we spoken about Akira Toriyama. Where is this? Yeah, he is also remembered by drawing for video games, which is really great. He was a great illustrator in video games, so I respect him. Here is Arale-chan, Dr. Slump. Really nice anime, you should watch it. It's a comedy relief about this crazy little girl with huge powers, yeah. Also, I need to mention his works. Yeah, I'm gonna promote other works. You all know Dragon Ball. So. Also, he made Yeah, he made Dragon Quest. Dai no the Bokken 2 series, you have remake and original series. Yeah, original Dragon Quest manga was really popular in Japan and it had a huge success in Shonen Jump magazine. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this cover. Here it is. Here it is, Dragon Quest, Dai, Adventure Dai. He got a remake of this old anime. It was really great, so you should watch it. The main hero Dai is basically like Goku, similar to Goku. So. What should we say about Toriyama? Toriyama is one of the greatest illustrators you all know, and a manga author, really cool guy. Yeah, he made anime huge and promoted to the West, America and Europe and the whole the world, and Dragon Ball is definitely one of the most influential animes, yeah, and mangas in the world. So yeah, now after Toriyama we are catching a little break from mangakas and we are going to mention some anime directors. Yeah, anime directors, basically they directed animes and they made studios, and they haven't directly written and drawn the mangas. They were directing of animes. The most famous one, you all know him of course, it is Hayao Miyazaki. Hayao Miyazaki used to say that anime was a mistake. Why? He was joking or not kidding? Because everything got so far away. So no wonder. Shouldn't be so popular. Here it is, this laughing grandpa. Yeah, one of the greatest anime directors from 90s and the beginning of 2000s. Basically he directed all of these movies which define the Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli is directly connected and inspired by Disney, you are going to see, and they made a really great works. You all know their movies. What is interesting about their movies of Hayao Miyazaki, that they are all like fairy tales basically, so you can watch them as a Disney movies. It's so similar and it has really great quality. So he was one of the best and most influential, definitely, anime directors. With these movies inspired all of the yes. Let's show some of his works. Here are their artworks from Hayao Miyazaki. From the left to the right, what is this? Oh, this is Kiki's Delivery Service. You have Princess Mononoke, we have Totoro on the right, Princess Mononoke here, Porco Rosso, this crazy pig on the plane, and the biggest one in the middle, yeah, this is Spirited Away. You all know this movie, basically spoken about yokais. The yokais are ancient creatures from Japanese mythology, basically like ghosts and demons. So he investigated them really great. So one of the greatest works of Miyazaki. Also you have Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle is my most favorite, in my opinion, most favorite anime movie from Miyazaki. I really liked it when I was a kid, basically, and it is about moving castle and the crazy birdman and this girl, which Granny, which is going to be a great girl. So really nice, really really nice. Okay, here's Totoro, Porco Rosso. What can I say about his movies? His movies are highly awarded and respected. They got Venice Movie Festival awards from Berlinale, Berlin Festival in Germany, all of the best prizes, yeah, and in Tokyo also, of course, in Japan. What can you say? Hayao Miyazaki is definitely one of the biggest anime directors of all time. In the first place. And on the next second place, we are going to mention Satoshi Kon, yeah, his ascendant and colleague. Satoshi Kon is also, like Hayao Miyazaki, highly respected for his anime movies, basically. He directed some of the best anime movies of all time, but he's different than Hayao Miyazaki. Hayao Miyazaki is more of a fairy tale storyteller, and Satoshi Kon made these movies with basically more psycho, yeah, types of movie, psycho and thriller, because he was investigating the human psyche and the human mind, yeah, with all of these movies like Paprika and Perfect Blue, and also it's serious Paranoia Agent, which is my most favorite. I watched it and high recommendation, so they're really awesome movies. What is interesting about his works, as you can see, he made these characters to look realistic. They are like real life people. They are almost like photographed from the real Japan, but they are made into anime. Of course, some of his characters had these big eyes, but many of them have realistic eyes and face and everything, as you can see. So Paprika was, yeah, his movie was specific with these appearances, basically, yeah. They are more cartoonish, let's say, because it is huge, psychedelic, and surrealistic movie. You should watch it. It's one of the best movies, yeah. It's a movie from 2007. So let's show you his movies. Yeah, the remake is from... Okay, this is 2006, 2007. It's about a girl who is basically corrupting the mind of all of these people. What can you say about Satoshi Kon? Satoshi Kon is more like psychologist, yeah, and human mind storytellers with this movie Paprika, yeah, one of the best movies, definitely. Satoshi, you all know that. One moment. Yeah, they were really popular, his movies in the US, basically. you the other movies. Millennium Actress, yeah, and Perfect Blue. They are really nice. Here are they, and Paprika. You should decide which one is the best for you movies. My opinion is Paprika, definitely, because it's so realistic because of this style. So you should watch Satoshi Kon, huge recommendation. So it's one of the best 90s and 2000s anime directors, definitely, with his huge movies, yeah. And the least but not the last but not the least, basically, anime director which we are going to speak about is of course Shinichi Watanabe. Watanabe, in my opinion, is the master of anime. Why am I calling him like that? Because he defined anime in every way possible. Where is he? I'm gonna show you Watanabe. It's not here. It's not him, sorry. Here is it. Really strange but cool guy. He and his wife, they made their own studio and made anime movies. Basically, he was one of the best anime directors. He is the famous, basically the most, because he made this hip hop style of animes like Samurai Champloo and Space Dandy and Cowboy Bebop. Of course, Cowboy Bebop was his the best anime movie, yeah. And he made this crazy Spike as a character. He is, as you can see, like real masculine and manly character. And this anime is perfection as anime series. It's one of the best of 90s and really successful in America, Cowboy Bebop, and you should watch it if you haven't. You should watch, yeah, basically, because it's really fun. It has really great anime scenes and anime fights. It's like you're watching James Bond, yeah, anime. It's similar with this style of fights and thriller type of series, and basically you're investigating cases in space and the whole concept, and of course the music, yeah, which is so James Bond. What can you say by Watanabe? All of his movies and series were really great. Samurai Champloo, basically, it is this guy, right? It's like you are watching Afro Samurai, yeah, basically samurai setting, and it's like seven samurais, but with in hip hop style, made with all of this crazy music and crazy type of style of characters. So if you are fond of this culture, hip hop and rap, you would like it. So Samurai Champloo, huge recommendation. He made with his wife also the newer series, which I highly recommend. It's Carol and Tuesday. It's about musical pop culture and about singers and their careers. So pretty interesting, let's say, author is Shinichi Watanabe. He basically brought us more realistic in type of plot animes than the other ones. Yes, legend. Okay, so the next one, I'm gonna show you another really important figure from the, let's say, the end of 80s and beginning of 90s. We are back on the mangakas, yeah. Female, the other female character, which is really, really important. It's her, basically, yes. Sailor Moon author, you all know her, probably. Nice. Sailor Moon. One moment, I need to check some photos here. Naoko Takeuchi, yeah, this woman. Naoko Takeuchi is basically one of the biggest female mangakas, manga authors. Why? Because she defined also, as Akira Toriyama, she defined the genre, but this time it's shoujo. Basically, it's like shonen, but with girls in the main casts. Shoujo is a genre about girls who got superpower and they have their superheroic teams. So basically she started this genre, and that is the reason why she's so important. So she's made Sailor Moon, yeah, back in the 80s, the beginning of 90s, which is one of the best old series. She was a pretty woman, I can tell. Yeah, Sailor Moon. One moment. Sailor Moon inspired all of these girly superheroic magical girls series like Meow Meow, like Princess Serene. You all watch this series. Yeah, they were highly popular. What is interesting about Sailor Moon, yeah, and Madoka, Magical Girl also, she's a really popular series. What is interesting that all of these heroines, they represent some planet, different planets. You can see the main heroine, she represents Moon, and the other ones the planets from solar system, basically like Jupiter, like Mars, Venus, and it's really interesting concept, let's say, yeah. So Naoki Takeuchi had really great ideas, yeah, and also sci-fi, this sci-fi type of animes, and her characteristical style, typical animes. You can see big eyes, of course, chibi faces, round faces, big ears, long hair. Of course, it was highly popular in the 80s, beginning of 90s. That was Takeuchi, guys and girls. Really great female author. So now we are going into 90s. To show you some interesting author here. This is Hirohiko Araki. She's another really great guy with great sense of humor, like Akira Toriyama, and really influential, let's say, mangakas. Yeah, he made. I will not speak about the all authors. The most important. Yeah, Hirohiko Araki. He made JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, they are really popular nowadays. Also, he's serious, and currently he's writing the 9th part, basically, and we have watched the 8 parts of JoJo, and my most favorite is probably the fifth part in Italy. Basically, what is interesting about him, he made a shonen in which the heroes they got stands are basically the materialized souls basically, and they can fight these souls, and they're like servants of our heroes, and heroes are like users of these souls, and they are using them in the fights. This concept inspired many animes like Shaman King, like like Persona games, yeah, also Shin Megami Tensei, and I don't know, plenty others. Yeah, so he was really important figure, yeah, as a mangaka. And what can we say about Jojo and his characters? He's like great in characterization. He made the characters to look more masculine, but they have feminine, which is interesting, faces and gesticulations. Some of them used to call Araki as LGBT author, so no, he's not. But he's only kidding. Yeah, and he's a huge fan of Italian culture, so you can see in his art, Jojo, many Italian references, and of arts also, and culture and archaeology, which is interesting, and ancient Roman. So let's show you the Jojo. I really like Jojo. It's one of my most favorite series. I'll show you his heroes. Basically, he's speaking in JoJo's about Joestar family. Joestar family is basically the family of vampire hunters. They are hunting Dio Brando. Dio Brando is the main villain of JoJo. He's basically like a Dracula, similar to Dracula, immortal and vampiric, and they're fighting him in all serious. Basically, he's one of the most iconic villains. So just look at his art style. His characters are really greatly drawn. What is interesting about Araki-san, is that he is the only mangaka who got basically his exhibition in the MoMA Museum of Modern Art, basically. Yeah, as an artist and gallerist, so they decided to put his arts of JoJo as an exhibition. No wonder why. Just look at his characters. It's perfectly drawn, man. All these detailed faces and characters. Nice. I really like his art style. He's one of the best, Okay. But the next one is probably... next author is probably one of the most influential and the most important figure of 90s animes. Basically is Hideaki Anno. Definitely I need to find him. Hideaki. Where is he? Who is Hideaki Anno? Hideaki Anno is the creator of one of the best mecha animes. You all know them. It is basically Neon Genesis Evangelion. Where I used to have his. Never mind. I'll show you this guy. He was a really great legend, a great friend of Hayao Miyazaki. Here it is. One of, I can say, the most brilliant authors of all time. He was basically a genius because of plot of Neon Genesis Evangelion. He used to work on other works, but basically Neon Genesis made him famous. Of course, what is Neon Genesis Evangelion about? It's about basically kids, children who got their robo suits and they're using in fights to save the Earth from all these robo alien forces. It's a little bit cliche, the main story, but this is no story about. It's story about basically it's a biblical. It's more deep than that. He has biblical motifs in his works. Basically, it's about Genesis. That's a book of Genesis and Revelations about the beginning of our world in Christian views and the end of the world. So basically, he also was a great psychologist, like Satoshi Kon also, and he investigates the, of course, human mind and human nature with Shinji. Shinji is basically like psycho, and Eva, this main, you can see, robot, is using him, corrupting his mind. So really deep. And also he investigated the existentialism theme, which is really deep anime. You should watch it. It's believed that is one of the best, in three of the best animes of all time after Legend of Galactic Heroes. It's pretty close. All the best for Anno. Yeah. So the next one from the 90s, which I'm going to speak about, is of course another legend. You all know him, Kentaro Miura. And Kentaro Miura, he died not long ago, but he made his Berserk world famous, and he's one of my most favorite manga authors. Why? Because of course he made Berserk. What is Berserk, guys? Because Berserk is basically the dark fantasy manga and anime about Guts and his band of hawks. He's in team of a band of hawks which are basically fighting against order, against kingdom in Midlands, and they are fighting for people, for commoners. Yeah, basically they are like justice team, but in the medieval settings, and it follows the adventures of Guts, basically the whole manga. And the whole manga is really gore and really horrific experience, horror, and really dark. Yeah, the deaths are brutal and everything other, and these characters are so psychotic, especially Griffith, who is the leader of Band of Hawks. You can see him in his armor there in the left side of the screen. He is basically the leader of Band of Hawks. He used his Band of Hawks for the war, and he casted them out. He destroyed, killed them all. So I will not spoil everything. You should watch Berserk. Basically, he was a crazy lunatic. He used all of these heroes for his selfish reasons to destroy basically kingdom and control it. So he is a long white hair dude. Most iconic, one of the most iconic villains. I'm gonna show you Griffith. One moment. Yeah, they made many remakes of original anime. But they were so bad. Yeah, Golden Age arc is the best arc of the whole anime. Yeah, he's like some entity. He became the demonic entity, fallen angel, at the end of the series, basically. The Griffith, here it is. He is a more feminine character, and Grigatz is more masculine. He is basically like transvestite Griffith. So what should we say about Miura-san? He made these characters to look amazing. They are so realistic, their faces, they are basically cartoonish but more realistically drawn. Then they have pretty faces, pretty eyes, everything is perfect shape, and they don't have this classical anime style. So it's one of the most beautiful illustrators, yeah, with great beautiful style of drawing he had, Miura. And what is interesting about Miura, that he was a really strange guy. Let's say he used to live in his flat and doing these works, and then he made his studio, manga studio, and he never spoke in it almost anyone. He was a little bit lonely type of guy, and used to watch all these tragedies on televisions, in traffic jams, basically these war tragedies. So they all inspired him to make the Berserk, which is really interesting. So rest in peace, great Miura-san. We are missing you. Yeah, he was really great, let's say, author. One of the definitely most influential. His Berserk series inspired all of these dark fantasy animes like Goblin Slayer, for example, and Vinland Saga and all the others, and games, dark fantasy games like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, yeah. Nice. So Kentaro Miura is really important. Okay, so now I'm going to show you next most other one. I'm gonna speak about Masaaki Yuasa. Masaaki Yuasa is another great he's more of anime director, say, and mangaka also, the both. He made characteristical style of drawing. His characters are a little bit different than the others. They are more surrealistic with this. They don't have these round faces. They are more cartoonish, like American. Yeah, these surrealistic faces. So Masaaki Yuasa is also one of the biggest anime directors and mangakas. He made all these really interesting series like ping pong animation, tatami, maze, some of them, yeah. So these traditional Japanese also fairy tales, horror fairy tales, and he also investigated yokais and this ancient Japanese mythology and creatures from them. So it's really interesting author. He also done the remake of Devilman. Show you his arts. It's not Tatami Maze. Tatami Galaxy, sorry guys. Tatami Galaxy, just you're gonna see really interesting, not realistic style. One moment. Here it is. Just look at this. This is surrealism in Japanese animes. All of these spiky, unfast profile, yeah, figures is like from ancient Egypt, man. So artistic. It's really uncommon in animes. Let's say it's definitely unique style, yeah. It's not like other authors, so his anime characters are a little bit different. Yeah, so let's show you the ping pong animation. I really like ping pong animation, it's my most favorite sport anime because it is deep, it is speaking about all these characters, about their fighting for identity, which is really nice. Where is this? My most favorite anime from here. Yuasa. Masaaki Yuasa. Here it is, ping pong animation. Just look at these characters, they're so unique, man. Their faces, they're almost faces, but yeah, I can say it's really nice. Really nice author, let's say. The next one is Urasawa-san. Urasawa, Naoki Urasawa, basically really important figure as a mangaka, because he made one of the best thrillers of all time. He made Monster, yeah, and inspired Death Note, also inspired this series with Monster. So legend of the legend. Yeah, he made his famous arts are basically Monster, Pluto also, and many others. Okay, why is he interesting? He is interesting because he made animes about people who cannot find their place in this society, this modern society, and investigated the human psyche and mind. Speaking about psychopaths, you're gonna see Johann Libert. Johann, the main villain of Monster, is considered one of the most evil persons and the most evil persons in anime history. So really interesting author, let's say. Monster was a slowly paced anime. It's one of my most favorite, but some say it's boring. And no, it's not boring, but you need to watch it. You cannot watch it as a little kid, I think. That's a problem. But that anime is more for the grown-ups. Yeah. So let's show you his art. A moment. Okay, here you can see all of his characters. Here on the right side right corner is basically Tenma, Dr. Tenma. Dr. Tenma is the main hero of Monster. He's basically the doctor who just lost his job in ambulance, and because he saw the murder of this girl by Johan, yeah. So he is the main hero. He's going to hunt down Johan and investigate the case behind this murder in the whole series. So I don't want to spoil anything other. So as for the Pluto, he is second best art from Urasawa. It's about girl who is not fitting. I never watched Pluto. I heard that they are doing the remake for the basically for the Netflix. I'll watch it probably. So I don't want to say anything more about that series. I only know a little bit about plot, so I watched definitely. So that was Urasawa-san. Yes. So the next one, the list of our authors. Yeah, in this video I'm not going to speak a lot about modern mangakas. It's more accent of the old ones, yeah. So I'm going to mention him, the author of the one of the, let's say, the most important samurai animes, Rurouni Kenshin. You all know that series. If you haven't, you should watch it because it has really great movies with actors. Yeah, basically live action movies. So the author of Rurouni Kenshin is this guy, this crazy guy. Let's say, yeah, who is really strange, also like Miura. Nobuhiro Watsuki. He's called Watsuki Nobuhiro. Just look at him in these traditional garms, Japanese garms and kimonos. Why is he strange? Because he has really crazy life. He was sentenced for prison for basically raping some little girl, which is crazy that he is a pedophile. So, as a manga author, man, as a criminal, I don't want to speak anything else about his life, but that is enough, guys and girls, to say that he's definitely the crazy one, yeah. But we are now speaking about his artwork. It is Kenshin, basically. Kenshin is really great. I don't want to say anything about his personality, but he's a great artist, yeah. He made a really great character, Kenshin Himura, and also he was drawing Roronoa Zero. He was a really great friend of, you're gonna see, Eiichiro Oda, and the creator of One Piece, and he drew for him basically he drew for him Roronoa Zoro. So what is the Kenshin about? His most iconic work is about Meiji Restoration era, and it's speaking about Ronin, samurai who lost his lord, and who is fighting for finding generally his place in the society after the long war, because he was cast out, and all of these villains, they are attacking him, imperial force, and he's going to fight all of them. You should watch Rurouni Kenshin. It's really nice anime. The old ones, I really like old anime. I'm gonna show you some image. The movies are really great also with actors, so it's really nice. And as for the style of drawing, it's typical also anime style of drawing with I'm gonna show you. Oh, why can I not save this? For God's sake. Here it is, just look at him. He has this crazy long hair, yeah, long wavy hair, red hair, which is ridiculous. He's like woman, yeah, many female samurai characters are inspired by him in video games, as you didn't know, as like Baiken from Guilty Gear, especially, of course, and all the others. And you can see all of these iconic characters. Some of them are historical figures, if you didn't know, from 19th century, like this one. Is from Shisengumi clan, yeah, so basically Shinomori Aoshi and many others, yeah, really great characters. He had really great story about student and master. His master Hiko Seijiro is a really great legend, and he's teaching him the ancient techniques of kendo, of swordsmanship, and also giving him a really great lections of the life and philosophy. Like here is his master Hiko Seijiro. So you should watch. Rurouni Kenshin is one of the most successful shonen manga. Yeah, it's from Shonen Jump. So all the best for Watsuki. Got his reply. Oh man. Okay, so we are closing by with these shonens. We are, as we mentioned Watsuki, we are now mentioning his friend, of course, one of the most iconic mangakas, yeah, of the whole time, and his manga is definitely the best selling in Japan and in the world, and he never stopped writing, let's say. This is Genshiro Oda, guys and girls. Who is Genshiro Oda? Genshiro Oda is the creator of manga One Piece, of course. You all know One Piece. Every generations, little kids, you all also know about One Piece. What can we say? One Piece is basically a pirate anime. It's about Monkey Luffy. He is the main hero who is going to become the pirate king. A bit cliche, yeah. It's like Kage. So his anime and manga is is part of one of three great shonens, yeah, besides Bleach and Naruto. So basically he used to Genshiro Oda to write about this character. He started to write this series from 1995-1996, and all up until today, guys, he never stopped. It's believed that he is going to stop writing One Piece when he is going to die, fortunately, which is ridiculous, man, and he's still in a great shape, yeah. So what should we say about anime? It's really great anime. I never watched the whole anime because it's so big. It has over 1000, for God's sake, 1000 episodes, which is so much. But you should read manga. Manga is shorter. I watched over 50 episodes, which is really great. I watched all up until they recruit Robin, Nico Robin. So, and Sanji, this guy, crazy gentleman and cook. So they have whole pirate crew like Pirates of Caribbean. Basically, they have cook, they have captain, monkey's captain. They have their guardian, Ronoazero. They have musician also. They have Robin is basically a waiter, yeah, Kellner, and it's really nice anime. What can you say about One Piece? And about characters, they are hugely inspired by Dragon Ball. As you can see, all of these shonens are inspired by Dragon Balls, and Oda also made Monkey Luffy to just look like Dragon Ball. Monkey Luffy is basically like Goku. The same actress is giving him voice in Japanese version, like in Dragon Ball. That's crazy lady. So Genichiro Oda is one of the biggest legends in anime history. Yes. Okay. So he was the one of the great trio of shonens. The next one is of course another legend. You all know him. The legend who basically inspired all of us to be a better people, better man. Of course, Masashi Kishimoto. Who is Masashi Kishimoto? The creator of Naruto. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Naruto is an anime about ninjas. Yeah, basically shonen about ninjas, and about Naruto, who is going to overcome all of his challenges. He was cast out as a little kid, he was a demon fox, and everyone used to hate him in the village because he was cursed. And he overcame all of these challenges to become the biggest ninja of all time and Hokage, basically. You all know Naruto. Naruto is one of the most popular animes. In Serbia, we used to watch it when we were little kids, my generation especially. What is interesting about Masashi Kishimoto? He made a depth in these characters with their stories and story generally. Stories about friendship, about never give up, and he gave all of these great lections to all of us to always stand up for what is right, for our family, our relatives, our friends. So he's so inspirative author, definitely one of the most inspirative authors in the whole history. As for the type of drawing and style, hugely inspired by Dragon Ball. As you can see, of course, Naruto has this spiky hair like Goku, but he's blue. He's like in Saiyan mode, Goku, let's say. And also he has this baby face, childish baby face, of course, big eyes. That's a prototype, guys. But Kishimoto has his decent style, let's say, and intensity, especially in drawing these villains like Madara, Uchiha Madara, and Obito, and all of these Uchihas. They are beautifully drawn in design, in my opinion. Itachi Uchiha, yeah. So what can we say about him? He finished his work with Naruto Shippuden, and his friend made Boruto, the new generation. I'm not really great fond of Boruto. It shouldn't be continued, but I respect this man. Yeah, he was my childhood. All the best. Big love for Masashi Kishimoto. He taught me a really great lecture. And the third author, who is the member of with his serious member of three great shonen mangakas, is of course Bleach author Tite Kubo. Yeah, Tite Kubo. Right now he got a new series with Bleach. Who is Tite Kubo? Tite Kubo, basically, he defined the modern animes with Bleach. This crazy is his style. He has one of the most beautiful style of drawing, as you can see in Bleach, with these characters which are anime. He had anime faces, but they are like grown-ups and like big people, big men. They're not like in Naruto and One Piece. They're more manly and more serious, let's say, and all of his characters have depth, and they're beautifully designed, and they have their personalities, from Ichigo Kurosaki to Ishida to Byakuya, whatever you want to mention. Especially his captain's really great. And what is the Bleach about? Bleach is about basically investigating the souls which can be materialized in weapons, in ancient traditional Japanese weapons, Japanese katanas. He's investigating katanas, and these zanpakuto and wakizashi, all type of weapons. You can learn about katanas from Kubo, and you can learn a lot from Bleach generally. So basically speaking about soul society and about hollows. Hollows are like dark souls of of Heaven's World, Soul Society's Heaven's World. Currently it is attacked in new series from these Quincy's, so you should watch new series. It's really great. It's continuation of all the series, and he made one of the most iconic, let's say, villain in the anime history. It is Aizen Sosuke. Aizen Sosuke is a crazy psychopath who is going to wanted to destroy Soul Society and basically the whole world, and took all of this hollow energy for himself. So Kubo, really important figure, let's say, highly respected and highly popular in Japan, basically because of making all of these crazy characters. After all, yeah, his characters are so iconic, all of them. So all the best for Tite Kubo. I hope that he's never going to finish Bleach, because Bleach is fun. I should watch the third part. I haven't watched. Watched the only first part of the new series of Bleach. He has 3 parts. Yeah, it's on Netflix right now, so I should watch. It was Tite Kubo. Yeah, these were all the greatest authors from 2000s, and not many authors are left. We're almost done. The next one is Makoto Yukimura. Yeah, he is one of also of the younger generation of authors. He is only 46 right now. He drew a manga called Vinland Saga. It is really popular right now because finally it got their equalization of television. And he drew and written this manga at the beginning of 2000s. Basically, Vinland Saga is about Vikings in the era of conquering the England, basically, when they were living in Iceland. Vikings and their quest for America, to find America, basically USA, with Leif Erikson. And it's huge and really nice historical anime with historical facts which are real, basically, from the history, and also it has these dark fantasy elements like Berserk, so really gore anime. So what she said about Yukimura. Yukimura is definitely one of biggest fans of Berserk and Kentaro Miura's work. We can see this in Vinland Saga. So I highly respect this guy. In my opinion, he made the greatest historical manga. Vinland Saga is really great manga, so you should watch his new series from which studio? Yeah, the studio which made Attack on Titan. So all the best for Yukimura. And his style drawings are also realistic. Only the main hero Thorfinn is more anime. I'm gonna show you one moment what has happened here. Vinland Saga. Here it is. He has many chapters. I think that he finished writing this manga. So it's one of the best, let's say, as we can say, younger mangakas, modern mangakas, and made this awesome series. And this is cover of the first season. The series Vinland Saga is basically like Game of Thrones. Yeah, they're all fighting for prestige and for dominance of the characters. And his father is a really great man of Thorfinn. Yeah, he's Thor's. Yeah, so huge love and respect for Yukimura-san. We are almost finished with these modern authors, so not many of them are left. You all know this guy, unfortunately he died also like Miura and Toriyama. This is Kazuki Takahashi. Yeah, Kazuki Takahashi was a legend who was working also for Konami, I think. Yeah, basically he made these games, game animes like Yu-Gi-Oh! And highly inspired all of the other gaming animes like Beyblade and Bakugan. Yeah, he made a card game, collectible card game in real life, which is the most popular card game. Yeah, it's not so important as a mangaka as for the making board game and card game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Yeah, so he was a really great legend. We already spoken about him. Fortunately, tragically died in accident that he was wanting to save drowning kid in the ocean, Pacific Ocean, near the coast of Tokyo. So rest in peace, Takahashi. You are a really great legend. Yeah, with Yu-Gi-Oh! He inspired all of our generations to watch animes. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely first season Duel Monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters with Yugi in the main is the main cast, as you can see him there. Is one of the greatest animes, modern animes. It was so serious and dark, especially the part with Maximilian Pegasus. So really, really great and awesome anime. So you all know Yu-Gi-Oh! You know games, so you should watch anime. So what should we say about Takahashi's style? Anime, it's typical like Dragon Ball type of drawing, as you can see, spiky star. I call this here star here, yeah, because it reminds me on Star on Yugi, especially in this crazy pointy face, big eyes. Catastrophe. It's so surrealistic, but yet beautiful art style of anime. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters have really unique style, all of them. Yugi and Kaiba and all the other ones. So huge respect for this guy. I haven't mentioned, I know, Fullmetal Alchemist, that lady author, but honorable mention for her. You should. I almost forgot her. You should follow her. I don't have enough time, so that's one of the reasons. Okay, we are almost done with 2000s. Okay, the next one is Takeshi Obata. Yeah, he was basically the illustrator. He was not writer of mangas. He and his friend Tsubumi Oba, they made one of the most iconic anime and manga from 21st century, let's say 2000s. They made Death Note, yeah, and Death Note is inspired by Master, if you didn't know, from Naoki Urasawa. So it's a very great continuation of his work. So Takeshi Obata is one of the greatest drawers and greatest illustrators and painters in manga history. As you can see, he has really great style with this wavy hair with characters and these smiling faces, smiling by psychotic faces. Yeah, three really awesome animes. Down left is Death Note, down right the anime about Go. It's basically about Japanese chess. It's called Go. And yeah, upstairs is Bakuman. Yeah, Bakuman is an anime about two manga illustrators and writers. They're basically, he's speaking the story about him and his friend Obaya. But these two made basically the Death Note. The Death Note is the biggest piece of art from them and the most influential. Before we start speaking about that note, let's mention that Takeshi Obata also worked on video games. He worked for Konami, used to work for Konami, like Takahashi also. He was drawing the Castlevania games, yeah, the modern Castlevania games for Sony and Sony PlayStation and Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it's an interesting fact if you didn't know. Yeah. So he's a really great artist, let's say, like Toriyama, one of the best illustrators. As for the Death Note, what should we say about Death Note? Death Note was a really huge and got released 2004. It's made the world to go into a blast, yeah, in oblivion, especially Western America. Death Note is most mysterious anime and one of the darkest anime. It is about thriller basically. It's about Yagami Light who just found the Heavens book, which is called Death Note. Halo, evo snimam, još stigao sam do Death Note ovog crtača, pa još malo sam se završim. Okay, so this is, he was Yoga, he is letting you. This is Death Note. Basically, Death Note was really huge. It got released in 2000 and I believe 2007. Yeah, 2006, 2007. Yeah, one of the biggest animes from 21st century. It is a horror thriller about Yagami Light. He just found Death Note, which is the book in which you can write down names of people and they are immediately going to die. It's scary, man. So he wanted to save the world from the criminals and all of these negative people and toxic people, but basically he started to kill police officers and he got so far away that he needs to be stopped. Yeah, so you should watch Death Note. You all know Death Note if you know anime. He has really great movies also. Death Note, one of the best anime movies, like Kenshin. It's my opinion in the second place, and One Piece is the third one on the Netflix. I haven't watched series on Netflix on One Piece, but it's really nice. Yes, you should watch Death Note. It's perfect. I really like L, the agent L. Secret agent, he's really nice. Yeah, and Obata is a legend. Okay. So now it's time to mention the most modern authors of them. I will mention only six of them. I will not mention Sword Art author. Fortunately, I don't have enough time, and that of Goblin Slayer. Sorry, guys, because I need to speak more about this guy. This is Hajime Isayama, guys and girls. My most favorite author. One of my most favorite author of this modern one. Who is Hajime Isayama? Hajime Isayama is the creator of Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is one of the darkest also animes, and it's gore anime like Berserk, similar like Berserk, dark fantasy, speaking about humans who are fighting against titans and titan shifters. Titan shifters are basically humans who are transforming into titans, and basically these titans are going to conquer, destroy the world of Eldians. Basically is two fractions. It's like his work is based on Nazi Germany and the Second World War and their behavior to Jews, basically how they treat Jews and kill Jews, and our main heroes, the main characters in the series are basically like the Jews, yeah. And they were attacked by Marlene. Marlene is basically Nazi Germany. So he was greatly inspired by history and Second World War. He even adds some generals from the Second War, which is ridiculous, some Japanese generals. So Hajime Isayama, in my opinion, is definitely the best modern mangaka. because he defined the animes, in my opinion, of the newer generations with Attack on Titan, and they made them more look serious and deep, basically. Yeah, he's a really great storyteller, and he made a really great history and mythology with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is like Vinland Saga, also Game of Thrones type of series. So you should watch Attack on Titan if you haven't. You should watch. It's highly recommendation. It's one of my most favorite animes. So Isayama, it's debated that he finished Attack on Titan, that it was bad finish. Some say that it's perfect. I think it's okay. It's pretty normal, yeah. So what should I say about this guy? He's a really great guy and a really cool guy. He's always smiling in his interviews and he's open for giving interviews. He's not like other authors, they are more closed, yeah, type of person. So huge respect for Isayama. And for his art style, also more realistic one. They're similar like Miura, like Berserk. They have more human and manly face expressions and detailed drawn faces, yeah. So big respect. And now one of the strangest authors, I haven't found his photo, what is strange. It's who is one or Tomohiro he's called. He is basically creator of two parody animes, One Punch Man and Mob Psycho, two really great modern animes, really great, huge love. What is One Punch Man? One Punch Man, you all know about this series. Also it is a series about Saitama. Saitama is a superhero. He's fighting to save his city and people from all kinds of different dangers, like monsters, like alien forms, like crazy scientist who wants to destroy cities. They all attacking his city, and he's a hero for fun. Yeah, he trains so hard to become bold. It's really funny. Yeah, it's a parody basically of these shonen animes like Dragon Ball and Naruto and all the other ones. So it's really smart author, let's say Awan, and he has this crazy sign up, really crazy and really interesting and deep author. Why? Because he's telling us in the story of One Punch Man that all people have limitations. Whenever you are strong enough, you need to grow more and you need to be stronger version of yourself. It's basically a capitalist trope. So great critic of our society and nowadays society, basically materialistic society, and huge messages in One Punch Man. I haven't watched the last season. I heard that it was not so good, but I'll see by myself, so I wonder. And his other work, Mob Psycho, is more psycho thriller about little boy who is trying to fit into society, but he has his crazy psycho powers who cannot control it. And in the last season he goes crazy. When he got 100% power, he can basically destroy everything. He's so strong because he's like Esper, psycho entity. Yeah, it's called Esper. So it is also parody of this exorcism and psycho series, anime series. There are plenty of them. If you watched animes, you know that there are plenty of them, like Anno Exorcists, for example, or Serial and Experimental Lane, and many others. Yeah. So what should we say? One is one, in my opinion, the most brilliant modern mangakas with this storytelling and this basically science cases of another, this time of human nature. So let's show him his works first. he never gives interviews, almost never, which is interesting. Okay. Here are they. The right one is Saitama, One Punch Hero, and the left one is Mobs from Mob Psycho. Yeah, Teru, not Teru, Mob, yeah. So two legends, let's say, of modern animes, the best of the best. Or both of them are really great. So you should watch these animes: One Punch Man and Mob Psycho. Not many authors left. The next one is one of the students of the legendary mangakas. This was student of Masashi Kishimoto. He has my years. This is Yuki Tabata. Yeah. Tabata made let's say Kishimoto's dreams come true, and he made Black Clover. Black Clover is basically wizard magician shonen anime about Asta, who is going to become Wizard King. Yeah, he is basically like Naruto, but with magical powers. But he's not using magical powers, which is ridiculous. Every other character is using magical power, but he's not. He's using his sword. So basically, Asta is a really great model of the new generation of animes, because he's fighting for respect. Also, he is also like cast out because of the demon in him. He's like Naruto, similar, and he's a little peasant. Yeah, he's speaking about problems of societies, like in medieval Europe. The castes were really huge, and differences between royalties and peasants and every other. So he's fighting for his place in the society. So serious, is so deep, man. It's not so bad. Many people don't like it, but I really like Black Clover. It's really nice. So Black Clover is Tabata's first work. I hope that he is going to continue. I heard that he's going to continue the series, and he should do more works. So in my opinion, he is going to continue really great Kishimoto's work. As for the drawing, as you can see, similar like Naruto, Asta is looking like Naruto. Yeah, in this video I'm not going to speak about Nanatsu no Taizai author and Fairy Tail authors. I don't find them, in my opinion, really interesting. Sorry guys, I know that you're going to attack me, but I don't have this time. Tabata is more interesting to me, so he is a really great guy. Hope that he's going to become one of the greatest mangakas of the new generation. So all the best for my generation. Yeah, 1992. Awesome. The next one is one of the most interesting modern mangakas. This is Kohei Horikoshi. He basically made a Marvel anime, which is ridiculous, inspired by Marvel superheroes comic books, because he is a great fan of Marvel generally. These new generations, of course, no wonder. So he made My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is what is this series about. It's about Midoriya, who is going to become the greatest hero of all time, basically, and he represents the real hero, and he investigates the place of the heroes in this fake society, fake world. What are the fake heroes, what are the real heroes, with All Might, their greatest hero in their city. So basically, what is interesting about Horikoshi is that making his characters with huge depth, they have huge depth, and all of them are really interesting, and villains also, and heroes, and everyone is deeply investigated, so we get great written. So if you like characterization, My Hero Academia is huge recommendation. And as his art style, as you can see, also typical shonen anime with spiky stark hair and giant eyes, spiky face like always, yeah, and muscular main heroes, but they're looking like children. You should watch My Hero Academia, one of the greatest modern anime, definitely. Yeah. And Horikoshi he has really great potential. And now, not so famous modern mangaka is the author of Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen manga. One moment. Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the most popular new shonen manga in 2020s, and author Gege Akutami, really strange guy. He's going on these interviews with this giant case and it's crazy, man. I think that he's my generation also, 1992. So he's making Jujutsu Kaisen. What is Jujutsu Kaisen? It is basically the exorcist anime. It's about group of teenagers and people who are fighting against these crazy demons and yokais. Of course, again, yokai setting, so it's really popular in animes, as you can see, and basically it's one of the best exorcist animes. I'm not so great fond of Jujutsu Kaisen, but it has really nice anime fights, and characters are beautifully drawn. They are more manly, more muscular. They are not typical anime type of characters. They look like Bleach and Naruto together. So Akutami, I think that it is going to be really great manga artist in the future. With Jujutsu Kaisen, he already made huge success, so I'm gonna support him. I don't know much about him as an author. I'm gonna show you some screens. If you like good action, you should watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Here it is, the cover of original anime. Yeah, he's a little bit dark, let's say, but Akutami made it to be really dark and gore, because also I think that he's a fan of these dark gore animes, yeah, like Berserk and Vinland Saga and all the others, yeah. So what should we say about Akutami? He's going to have a great future, definitely. And last but not least, in today's stream I decided to finish my history and retrospective of anime and manga authors with this guy who made the most popular and the most beautiful anime of modern times, currently one of the most leading ones, animes, Demon Slayer. You all know Demon Slayer, but the author has really, I cannot say strange name, but it's hard to pronounce it. Koyoharu Gotouge. Yeah, Koyoharu Gotouge is the author of Demon Slayer. Man, he has really hard name to pronounce it. Sorry, Japanese people. I hope that I spelled it right. What can you say about his creation? Demon Slayer is the best, probably modern anime. It's also shonen. It's believed that it's a part of new three big shonens. It is Demon Slayer, and we already saw My Hero Academia and Clover, probably, yes, will be third. So it's about Tanjiro Tamado. Tanjiro Tamado, speaking about him, it's a traditional Japanese anime about traditional Meiji samurais setting. It's not Meiji, basic, no, not like Kenshin. It's basically the samurais from the era, I don't know what it's called, but First World War era, yeah, in Japan. Basically, you can see their uniform. Yeah, but what is interesting, they are fighting the demons. They have their squads which are fighting against demons. This like Devil May Cry type of anime, yes, or Devilman. So Tanjiro and all the other boys, they have really great techniques. They are learning techniques to beat them. But what is interesting is that the series has layers. It is really deep series because of the whole storytelling was perfect. Yeah, by authority name one more I need to see. Gotouge. Why it has layers? Because Tanjiro is not only killing demons, he wants to make them to be people, human again, and he has a huge empathy and compassion towards demons. He's a real human, so it's really sad and tragic but beautiful. Yeah, storytelling a little bit dark and emotional anime for everyone. High recommendation that you should watch it. Nowadays you can also read manga in Serbia. They are translating it on Serbian, so one of the best animes. It has really great animation by UFO table, great anime fights and everything. So definitely the anime which is defined this generation to 2020s basically. So Gotouge, he has 35 years. He is so damn young as an author. I think that he is going to be probably the best manga author in the future because it's a huge time toward him. So I think he's going to be even better, and he is going to give us more awesome works of Demon Slayer. You all know drawing, also typical anime, but Tanjiro doesn't have this perfectly spiky hair. It's more wavy, so a little bit different, but face is almost the same like all the other shonens. And yeah, and his body also. He's basically a child in the body of grown-ups. Typical Japanese shonen style. Techniques are beautifully drawn. Everything's perfectly drawn. He's a very great illustrator, let's say. So, guy, you are going to lead the Japan scene. So what should we say, guys? I think that in these 2 hours, let's say, of our stream, we almost mention almost every important mangaka and anime directors. In case I haven't mentioned some of them, you should add them in the comments below. So what should I say to you guys? I hope that you are going to enjoy my video. All the best from Coke. See ya.